What's going on, everyone? My name is Commander Crunch, and I am back after a long time. It's been about 2 weeks, I think, since my last video. So yeah, today I'm just kind of going to be talking about Battlefield Hardline, what I think about it, if I'm going to buy it. I haven't bought it yet. The new HTC one and the Galaxy S6, and some of my RMA experience in the past few weeks. So starting off today, Battlefield Hardline, I have some beta gameplay here. I have so much saved, and I don't know which ones I've used. I need to start kind of organizing my stuff better, all the used videos and such. So what I think I'm going to start doing is making two folders, one for used footage and one for unused footage, so it'll make my life a lot easier. So if this footage has been used before, if you guys know, then reach out to me and tell me. But so yeah, Hardline. I think it was a good game in the beta, but I'm kind of worried that it's going to be really closely related to Battlefield 4. However, I've seen some really interesting gameplay from Level Cap and Matimio, and I'm actually really excited now about the game. Just the maps look really, really good, and I love infantry gameplay in Battlefield. So this game might actually be better for me than Battlefield 4, but I think I'm gonna wait it out until after it launches and see how it's received, see if it's a solid game. And I learned my lesson with Battlefield 4. I bought the digital deluxe edition, and I kind of got suckered into the whole BF4 thing. I even bought premium for it, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm definitely gonna buy it at some point. I just don't know when I'm gonna buy it. It'll probably be by the end of this month. But so on to the new Android smartphones. So if you guys didn't know, at MWC 2015, Samsung released, or not released, they announced the Galaxy S6. So this phone is using their latest 64-bit Exynos processor. I don't remember the exact model number, but I'm pretty sure it's like a 2.3 gigahertz octa-core. So it's some pretty ridiculous specs. I'm pretty sure it's 3 gigs of RAM and a Quad HD display. But the biggest thing that people are talking about with this phone is that it's mostly metal now. If you guys use the Galaxy S5, it was a really, really poorly built phone. I don't have one. I have the HTC One M8, but yeah, the Galaxy S5 was just a really, really bad build quality in that phone. So they've definitely stepped up their game with the S6. But there's no more micro SD card slot, which is a big selling point for the Samsung phones, and no more removable battery. So I'm not getting the S6 just for that reason. And also, HTC have unveiled their HTC One M9. A lot of people are actually kind of annoyed because this phone isn't a huge improvement over the M8. It looks very similar to it. Same 1080p display, and the main differences are the camera. It's now a 20 megapixel camera on there, not the ultra pixel. It's a Toshiba sensor, so we'll see how that goes. But on the front, it now has the 4 megapixel ultra pixel sensor, so it's gonna be a pretty decent phone. I don't know how that back camera is gonna hold up because megapixels aren't everything, but I think it should be a definite upgrade from the 4 megapixels that we have now. My upgrade is at the end of this month. So I'm pretty sure the M9 is being released on the 25th. I think that's what I heard. I don't know if that's completely accurate, but yeah, I think they said it's late March when it's going to be unveiled or released. So I'm definitely going to be picking up the M9. I don't know if it's going to be this 32 or 64 gig variant yet, but it still has micro SD card support. It also has the Snapdragon 810 and 3 gigabytes of RAM. And Dolby Audio now, so they're doing this Dolby Audio 5.1 surround sound. We'll see how that goes. I think it's going to be more of a gimmick than anything, but it's still going to be a fantastic phone. They basically just improved on the poor selling points from the M8, namely the camera. So they've just improved on that. I'm fine with the 1080p display because Quad HD really isn't necessary on a phone. Make all your arguments, but you put two right beside themselves, Quad HD and 1080p. Someone who doesn't know that it's Quad HD and 1080p display, and you're not gonna notice the difference. So, yeah, and it just drains battery. But yeah, so I'm really pumped for the M9. And on to some of my recent troubles. So The three devices I've RMA'd are my HTC One M8, my Shield tablet, and my power supply. So, I think it was 2 weeks ago, I pulled my phone out of my pocket and there was just a big glob of dead pixels on the top left of the screen, and I was really kind of pissed off because nothing happened to it. I didn't drop it. There's no water damage or anything. So contacted AT&T about it, and they just sent me a new phone. It was there in about 2 to 3 days, and so that went really well. So didn't have to pay a cent and got a new phone. Nvidia has a really shitty RMA department. I contacted them a month and a half ago, I think, and I just got my M8 a week ago, or I think it was on Monday. Yeah, I got it on Monday. So, yeah, it wasn't a big, huge deal with my old one. It wasn't, dying necessarily. It just had some battery issues and it was really laggy. So this new one's definitely improved. So that's good. And also I'm getting a new power supply. Corsair has an awesome RMA team. So I contacted them. My TX750 is just kind of slowly shitting the bed. I get blue screens every once in a while. That is confirmed. It's the power supply, and my PC turns on by itself after a day of not using it. So if it goes like 24 hours, it just will turn on, and there's nothing I can do about it. I don't want to unplug it because that'll kill the CMOS, but so yeah, they're sending me an RM750, which is like $130 PSU for replacement for like $80 PSU. So that's pretty sweet. That'll be here on Monday, so I'll swap that out. Maybe show you guys a build video. It'll definitely improve my cable management. And last but not least, this is a quick little announcement from Nvidia. They have released or unveiled the Titan X and the Shield console. So the Titan X is still rumored. We don't know the exact details, but it's rumored to be 12 gigabytes of VRAM and 3072 CUDA cores. So that's going to be a pretty incredible beast of a graphics card. It's expected to retail for about $1,000 though, as you'd expect from a Titan card. But I'm really also interested to see if Nvidia unveils 980 Ti. That would be a great move for them, considering the 390 series are coming up soon. I'm thinking they're going to be coming out April or May. They're already done. AMD has said they're very done, or they're in the final testing phases. So XFX is already they already have the 370 series. I think they already have the 370X, and they're working on their version of that. But also, if you guys don't know, Nvidia has announced their Shield console. I watched the keynote that they had at MWC, and this is a pretty big deal. It's a micro console, so it's not really a micro console. I think it's about the same size as a Wii U, but thinner, and it just sits upright if you want it to. But this is going to be a really cool thing because it includes a Shield controller, and it has the 8-core Tegra X1. And for you guys who don't know specs, it's a Maxwell GPU, which is the same architecture as the 970 that's in my system, and then like a 980. So it's Nvidia's latest architecture, 256 cores and an 8-core 64-bit CPU. And if you guys don't know what that means it's double the horsepower of an Xbox 360. So this is going to be a very powerful console, and they're only retailing it for $199, including the controller. So this is going to be huge for Nvidia. They are also going to be running Android TV on it, and they are linking it to their Nvidia Grid service. So it's going to be very easy. You can stream games. They're going to have a plan that's going to be a monthly plan that you pay for. They're going to have two services. I think one's going to be 720p 60, and one's going to be 1080p 60. And you can also buy full games right through there and stream them right to your console whenever you want. It's also launching with Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel that will run straight on the Shield console. No streaming or anything, it'll just be straight on there. They demoed it at the keynote, and it looked really shitty, to be honest. It was like 20 FPS, but I mean, it's also a very early build, so the thing's not launching until June, so I'm not going to worry about it. It'll probably run at, I'm expecting 30 FPS minimum, and it looked fine, so it'll be running at 1080p. Also, they have Crysis 3 coming out on it. So 1080p, 30 FPS is what I'm expecting from that also. And that'll be pretty sweet to have Crisis 3 on this little tiny console that can just sit anywhere. So I'll probably be picking one of those things up just to sit next to my Xbox. And also, I think it's a 16 gigabyte console, but obviously you're gonna have to put a micro SD card in there or a hard drive, because 16 gigabytes probably isn't enough for even Crisis 3 by itself. So yeah, that's the Nvidia Shield console. I'm pretty pumped for it. This is gonna be a huge move for gaming, since it's a big company like Nvidia endorsing this thing. I think it'll change gaming, to be honest, because I'll bet you could put some emulators on that thing. You could run some NES games, N64, all that kind of stuff, and it's just gonna be so cheap. Anyone can pick one up, and it'll kind of just really introduce people to PC level gaming with that Nvidia Grid service. So this is gonna be huge. And yeah, I'm also thinking of picking up an Elgato HD60 capture card for the Xbox One. I play a lot of Xbox One, mainly just Forza Horizon 2 and GTA 5. I also have some other games, so just let me know down below if you guys would be interested in watching some gameplay from me from that. I have a lot of cars in Forza, so I could use some build videos, recommending some setups for you guys, and so yeah, just hit me up with some opinions on that. I also might be picking up a gaming laptop, because I'm probably going to be getting a job this summer. Possibly it's in the works, where I would be away from home quite a bit. Not too far, but I would definitely need a laptop if I get this job. So yeah, comment down below if you liked this video, like or dislike it, depending on how you liked it, and subscribe for more content from me if you enjoyed this. So have a great day, guys, and I will see you in the next one.